Hello friends, welcome back to Life Lessons. Today, I'm going to tell you a story that will inspire you to live up to your true potential. This story tells that no matter what we do, we have to give our best every day, or we may just end up with a lot of regrets in life. This is a very famous story that you may have heard before, but the lesson in this story is very important. Once upon a time, there was an elderly carpenter. He had worked hard all his life, and now he was close to retirement. The carpenter worked for an employer who had a house-building business. He told the employer that he wanted to retire and enjoy the rest of his life with his wife, children, and grandchildren. The employer told the carpenter that he would allow him to retire after one last job. He wanted him to work on one last house, and then he would let him go. The carpenter did not want to take the job, but he decided that he would do it as it was just one house and it would hardly take a few months. After that, he would never have to work ever again. The carpenter started working on the house. Over time, it became obvious that the carpenter's heart was not in his work. He was rushing through the work. He skipped some key elements and he even used inferior materials at some points. The employer noticed these things and asked the carpenter if he was doing justice to his work. The carpenter told the employer that he had always worked hard and he just wanted to get through this work as quickly as possible so he could enjoy the rest of his life. After a few days, the carpenter finished the work. It was obviously nowhere close to his previous work. He had made many compromises to finish the job quickly. He had used materials that were not safe. Moreover, the house was not aesthetically beautiful either. His employer came to see the finished house. After inspecting the house, he asked the carpenter if he knew whose house they had built. The carpenter responded that it was probably some other client of his. The employer handed over the keys to the carpenter and told him that it was his house. He told him that he had worked hard for the company all his life and that he deserved to be given a retirement gift. So when the carpenter came to ask him for retirement, he thought it would be a befitting gift to give him a brand new house. Hearing that, the carpenter was shocked. He immediately thought of all the safety issues in this house. Then he thought about the inferior material that he had used. Then he thought how his wife and kids would not be happy by some of the things that look really bad in the house. But he did not do them properly just to complete the work quickly. What a shame. Had the carpenter known he was building his own house, he would have done it all so differently. This is the case with each one of us. The only difference is that it is not the house where we show lack of commitment and sincerity. It is our own lives. Every single day we give a lot less than what we can actually give to make our own lives better. Not only that, we also don't offer the best version of ourselves to our loved ones. We don't realize the price that it all has. Time goes by, and by the end of our lives, we realize how we could have done things differently and how we could have lived a high-quality, happy, and fulfilled life. So friends, why don't we start living up to our potential? Imagine if each one of us was able to do our best possible work every single day. Imagine if each one of us was able to make the optimum use of our time. Imagine how our lives will change if we be the best version of ourselves in our relationships. I encourage you to be the best from now on, or you may just end up with a lot of regrets, like the old carpenter. Friends, if you like this story, show your support by liking this video and sharing it with your friends. Also, make sure to subscribe to our channel for more interesting stories. Until next time,